unido riesgos a las fiestas de la banca, permiten llevar a la nueva generación. Los álbumes propios carreteras igualmente traídos. Para que aprendan a amar lo nuestro y lo según todo encuentro de comunicación cultural. Radio 147 minutos. Presentará un libro de autor de del Festival de durante el 30º Festival de Cine de Huesca, España, que se celebrará en junio próximo, el artista cubano Juan Antonio García Botero presentará su más...
Always on. Always on. We're in the top of the second. Encarnacion will lead it off.
Make some big developments between.
And the first pitch is hit on a line to third, right at Scott Rowland, and he picks it off. One pitch and one out. He can't hit the ball like a rocket. But had the misfortune of hitting it dead after third baseman. So with one down, here's Scott Hatterberg, who came off the field limping after.
From the 700 WRB Center, I'm Mike Shell. The National Weather Service in Wilmington issued a severe thunderstorm warning. The National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated severe thunderstorm capable of producing pending-sized hail and winds at 6 with Waynesville in its path. Again, the National Weather Service has issued Orange County until 8:45. The entire tri-state area remains under severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. and a tornado watch until 2 a.m. We'll keep you up to date. Keep it right here on News Radio 700 WRW.
But that's the way they were playing. And Miles picks it up, moving to his left and throwing out. Bringing up Austin Kearns. Cardinal closer Jason Isringhausen's the only big leaguer who's also in Lewis and Clark Community Colleges. Here's a pitch, swing, and a line drive caught by the shortstop. And the inning is over. I'm going to give you a chance to think about that. One report in the fifth. At the end of 1.5, no score.
This April, get into an award-winning Chrysler vehicle.
With digital cable and digital phones from Time Warner Cable. 3 great services for one low price. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
With a high fastball to the left-handed batting Cardinal center fielder. And he's back in the swing and a miss. So happy to have with us the Godfather, Mark Lancaster from the Cincinnati Post. We'll see. Taguchi strikes out swinging, and another impressive inning turned in by Aaron Harang. You did great in going to 2 in St. Louis, and it's a 0-0 game.
Everything poppin'.
0-0, top of the third, with Valentine slated to lead it off, and with a play-by-play. Here's Steve.
Marty, thank you very much. Javier Valentine hits in 4 of his 5 appearances this year. Switch hitter, bats left-handed against the big righty Carpenter, who's retired all 6 he's faced, and a big curveball drops in there for strike 1. He's got about a 22, 23 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour difference between his slow curve and his fastball at times. That was a 70 mile an hour curveball to start out.
Good evening from the 700 WLW News Center.
I'm the upper decks and falls into the lower seats. The 4th game at the new Busch Stadium. Cardinals 2-1 here. They took 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee. Lost an extra inning game yesterday. Swing and a broken bat grounder to the second baseman. Aaron Miles will throw out Valentine for out number 1 and 7 up, 7 down for Chris Carpenter. And the batter is the ex-Cardinal Tony Womack, who should get a nice hand as he's introduced. He had a heck of an 0-4 season in the Cardinals. First time he's batted 8 this year. He's been the leadoff hitter when he's played before tonight. Left-handed hitter swings and slaps one to the right side. Charging in Aaron Miles, second baseman. Underhand scoop to Pujols for the second out of the inning. It'll bring up Harang, who is not exactly known for his offensive prowess, especially against a guy like Carpenter, but you never know. You get up there, you swing the bat, and see what happens. And if not, then at least you have Freya leading off the 4th inning. 8 up and 8 down for the Reds so far tonight. First of a 3-game series, the only night game of the series. And a fastball is delivered low to Harang. 2:15 start, Cincinnati time, both tomorrow and Sunday. There's a called strike. Fastball from Carpenter. Tomorrow, Dave Williams, Sidney Ponson. The Cardinals bullpen has been the better. Both these teams have had some bullpen woes this year. Breaking ball, grounded up the first base line, played behind the bag by Pujols to step on first, and that's the inning. 9 up, 9 down for the Reds so far. Middle of the third, no score.
Station 700 WLW.
With Marty Brenneman, Steve Stewart at the New Busch Stadium in St. Louis on a night that feels more like June or July than it does April. Players aren't complaining. Certainly the pitchers aren't complaining. And in honor of the weather, Aaron Harang and Chris Carpenter look to be in mid-season form. Neither has a lot of base runner, and Harang will try to keep the good times rolling here as he faces the bottom third of the St. Louis order. Yadier Molina, their catcher, then Aaron Miles, and the pitcher, his opposite number, Chris Carpenter. Harang has struck out 2, as has Carpenter. Molina 0 for his last 12. He's hitting $172 on the year. One of the rising stars in the catching ranks, 23-year-old younger brother of Benji and Jose Molina. Benji now with Toronto, Jose with the Angels, and Yadier trying to get his hitting stroke going. No homers, 4 RBIs, right-handed batter against the righty Harang. Line to the pitch from Aaron. High for ball 1. Aaron's been getting ahead of hitters consistently so far tonight. He gets behind Molina. Aaron works from the first base side of the rubber. His big leg kick and delivery swing and a foul ball out of play off to the right. These pitchers, Carpenter's had a lot more success in his career. He's a little older than Aaron. Aaron's 27. Carpenter is going to turn tight. The pitch downhill and with pretty good degree of effectiveness. There's a line drive to right field. Kearns backs up a couple of steps and puts it away. So 7 up, 7 down for St. Louis. Here's Aaron Miles. Another guy who's slumping. 0 for his last 13. New second baseman for St. Louis. Reds have too many second basemen. Cardinals haven't been able to find a second baseman. But Miles is a guy who's they like. He's hitting .292, no homers, 3 driven in. Switch hitter, bats left-handed. Encarnacion in on the grass at third. Here's the pitch to Miles, who chokes up on the bat and looks at a ball high and away. Reading up on the Cardinals, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, on the computer, on Roadrunner High Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. They noted a stat about the Cardinals' middle infield tonight. There's a foul tip. Ball and a strike on Aaron Miles. According to Stats Inc., Cardinals double play combo of David Eckstein, who's 5'7", and Aaron Miles, who's 5'8". Shortest double play combination since Mark Lemke and Rafael Belliard from the Braves in the early 90s. Foul ball off to the left. Both talented infielders with good hands, but...
Good evening from the 700 WLW News Center. I'm Mike Shell, WLW.
At first for Carpenter in a bunting situation. Chris has 1 sacrifice this season. Cardinal pitching staff last year, along with having excellent starters, they were pretty good at bunting and handling the bat. Carpenter squares. Encarnacion comes in at third. Harang from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Carpenter takes high as he pulls the bat back. 1-0 the count. Jose Oquendo, the ex-Cardinal, is their third base coach. Dave McKay coaches first. Harang from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That one punted foul, first base side. Last year, Carpenter had 10 sacrifices in 33 starts. Pretty good. So he's done this successfully quite a bit. Young man who came up through the Toronto system and played several years for the Blue Jays, so didn't get to hit a lot in the minor leagues, but he's learned how to bunt. But right now it's a 1-1 count. Runner at first is Miles. Here's the pitch. Popped up bunt attempt, first base side. It drops in front of Harang. It's successful as he throws to Hatteberg for the 1-3 sacrifice. Miles goes to second. Well done. Carpenter has his second sacrifice of the year. The batter will be Eckstein with a runner in scoring position. Miles at second base. And 2 down. Eckstein 1 out of 6 early in the year with runners in scoring position. Right-handed hitter with a runner at second. 2 down in the St. Louis third inning. No score. Harang from the stretch checks that runner Miles, delivers the pitch. It's swung on and bounced to the second baseman Womack. Tony throws him out, and that's the inning. A hit a man left. After 3, no score.
700 WLW.
King Princess from Beacon North Peterson Sports Medicine. Having an injury is never fun, but when you do, it is built on staying.
The lead off the board. We'll see if we can have more success the second time it's set. To the right. They started construction of this new Busch Stadium, which is adjacent to where the old stadium stood, similar to Cincinnati when they built Great American Riverfront. With one caveat. There's the pitch called strike. Ball 2 on Frio. In this ballpark, actually built the old Busch Stadium. They had to throw Busch down before completing it. So there's a ground ball through into right field. A base hit past the diving Pujols. Diving to his right, couldn't come up with it. And now he's going to go for 2. Here's the throw into second, safe as the throw gets away from the short side. Eckstein covering. It'll be a double for Friel, a hustle double for Ryan Friel. One of the few players in baseball who would get a double out of that. It wasn't hit that hard. Encarnacion was playing back on it. Friel had a good view of it as he was rounding first. He kind of slowed down going into first. Saw Encarnacion slow down, picking that ball up. He really kind of lollygagged, and Friel decided he'd go for 2, and Encarnacion's throw got by Eckstein, and Friel has a double. But Friel wasn't even going all out. He slowed down as he got to first base, then sped back up to go to second. So the leadoff man is in scoring position. The Reds have their first hit, and Lopez stands in. He shows bunt on a breaking ball and takes it for a ball a little bit high and outside. Reds trying to jump out on top against Chris Carpenter. Any lead against him would be welcome. Rolling in on the grass at third. Pujols back at first. Lopez batting left-handed. He will swing and foul it back to the screen. So they started construction of this place about June of 04, a little less than 2 years ago. And as we would come into Busch Stadium last season, beginning, middle, and end of the year, you see the progress of this place going up. And it opened Monday, or Tuesday was the first game here. Tuesday against the Brewers. No, Monday against the Brewers. It was Monday this week. They took Tuesday off. So they opened it Monday, and they took 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee. Here's the pitch. There's a bunt on a breaking ball. It's foul first base side. 1 and 2 on Lopez. They actually had a minor league game here about a week before that just to kind of test everything out, make sure the systems were working, and had a crowd in here, not a capacity crowd, but just to kind of check out how things work. Had the Cardinals to AA and AAA minor league teams play one another here. But they've done a nice job. It's not quite the double the leadoff team. He takes his lead as Eckstein stands right behind him. They know Friel's capable of running, but the Reds know that Molina has a great arm. There's a ball outside, an off-speed pitch from Carpenter. Molina last year, when he was 22 years old, threw out base runners at a 55% clip. So he's got a gun back there, a cannon front arm. Rolling in, playing well off third with Lopez batting. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen by Lopez. At least making Carpenter work a little bit, fouling off some pitches.
Good evening from the 700 WLW News Center. I'm Mike Shell. The National Weather with breaking news at once. News Radio 700 WLW.
Yadier Molina will jog to the mound and have a quick visit with Chris Carpenter. Carpenter from Exeter, New Hampshire, lives in Bedford, New Hampshire. Can hit 95 on the radar gun, but also a great curveball to go with that, a cutter, and a changeup. And the ultimate competitor. Two-two pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Left center. Edmonds and the Reds ready.
W Cincinnati.
So good base running by Friel to take third on that play. Edmonds had to run a long way to get to the ball because he was playing Lopez to pull. He had to run a long way to the ball and turn around to throw, and Friel scampered. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slow curveball. And Dunn strikes out on a breaking ball down and in. So good pitching by Carpenter, and Dunn becomes his third strikeout victim. So runner at third, two down. Dunn not able to get it done. And here's Edwin. He lined out to third his first time to Scott Rowland. Dunn came into the game hitting a .154 against Carpenter. About what he was hitting career against Zambrano, whom the Reds beat yesterday. Here's the pitch to Edwin. Breaking ball, catches the inside corner. Runner at third. Two down. Reds and Cardinals are scoreless. Pitch. Did he check his swing on the pitch down? No, he did not. They appealed to the first base umpire, Tim Timmons. He says that Encarnacion went around, and the count is now 0-2 in Carpenter's favor. Now the 0-2. Fastball misses just low and in. Crowd in St. Louis wanted that. Encarnacion with a 1-2 count now. If he can manage to extend the inning, Hatteberg would bat next. They're straight away for Edwin in the outfield. Infield back and straight away. Friel leaves from third. Carpenter from the stretch. 1-2 pitch. Swing. And a one-hopper to David Eckstein, the shortstop. He'll throw to first, and that's the inning. Reds not able to get it done, getting the leadoff man to second, but they can't get him in. We go to the home fourth in St. Louis. No score.
And may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of the game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cincinnati Reds.
Start your day with Jim Scott or don't bother waking up at all. Monday morning on 700 WLW.
Which is a little bit low. Encarnacion, one Encarnacion, be followed by Pujols and Edmonds. Straight away for one. Here's the pitch. And there's a called strike on the inside part of the plate. In effect, replacing Larry Walker in right field. Larry Walker retired. Straight away, and here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. So Harang has a full count now on Encarnacion. Payoff pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Right side and is out of play. About 8 rows up as Hatteberg gave it a look, but it was out of play. Yesterday in the extra inning loss to Milwaukee, Encarnacion had what would have been a game-running home run taken away on a great catch by Carlos Lee, the Brewers left fielder, who also wound up hitting the game-winning home run for the Brewers. Now Harang steps off. Encarnacion steps out. Each team with a hit. Neither team has scored. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Payoff pitch. Swing and a liner into right field. Base hit. And he's on for Pujols. So Juan Encarnacion, good at bat. He makes Aaron Harang work and gets on base for Albert Pujols, who was thrown out on a bang-bang play at first, and a good play by Pujols by the second baseman Womack back in the first inning. Gloved the ball and was able to flip it with his glove to the first baseman Hatteberg. Pujols 2 for his last 10, but don't say it too loudly. Middle infielders a double play depth. Harang works from the stretch, and his pitch is outside with a breaking ball. Slider from Harang. Pujols came in hitting .276, 4 homers, 10 RBIs. They're deep and straight away for him in the outfield. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball out of play off to the right. Harang retired the first 7 St. Louis hitters he faced tonight before Aaron Miles singled in the third. Now he's got a runner at first in Juan Encarnacion, who has the second St. Louis hit. Here's the 1-1 to Pujols. It's outside with a slider. Carpenter retired the first 9 Reds hitters he faced. Pujols, or rather Friel, doubled the lead off the fourth. Furthest he could manage in the fourth inning was to get to third. He was stranded there. Each team has stranded a runner. 2-1 in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Weak swing by Pujols. Tried to hold up, but he could not on the slider away. So Harang clearly is trying to stay away from Pujols as much as he can, although Pujols certainly capable of hitting into the opposite field. We've seen that in his career. 2-2 on him. Runner at first, nobody out. Harang to the belt. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and fouled off by Pujols. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it off the end of the bat on what looked like a hit and run as Encarnacion was taking off. That's the thing about Pujols. He's not just a power hitter. He can do whatever Tony La Russa wants him to do up there. 05 most valuable player in the National League. 2-2 on it. Hatteberg holds Encarnacion on. Here's the pitch from Harang. Swing, he breaks the bat, grounds it softly to second. The only play Womack will have is to go to first for the out. Wasn't hit that hard because of the broken bat. It was softly hit. And picking up the head of the bat out in front of the plate is Javier Valentin, handing it to the bat boy. So Pujols will make productive outs even when he's not able to get a hit. They're advancing the runner on that ground out. Same effect as a sacrifice would have. So runner at second, 1 out. Batter is Edmonds, struck out swinging. His first time out. Left-handed hitter. 2 for his last 12 since the Cardinals came here to Busch Stadium to play. And there is a pitch high. Did Edmonds go around? No. Yes, he did. He went around, was unable to check his swing. Third baseman Darrell Cousins says he went around. Jim Edmonds with an 0-1 count now. I don't think he liked the call, but Aaron Harang will take it. 0-1 the count. Juan Encarnacion leads from second. They play Edmonds to pull in the outfield around to the right. Second baseman Womack on the edge of the outfield grass as the infield's around to the right as well. And there's a foul ball off to the left, out of play. And that will find the upper deck here at New Busch Stadium. Nice grab by a fan in the front row. Edmonds 3 for 15 lifetime against Harang. He does have a couple of homers against him. Juan Encarnacion leads from second with 1 out. 0-2 the count. Harang to the belt, checks the runner and delivers. Swing and a foul back. On deck for St. Louis, it's Scott Rowland, who's off to a hot start. Edmonds with 1 homer on the young season. He'll wait for an 0-2, another 0-2. And here it comes. And it's low and in. It's 1-2. A very slight breeze blowing out here tonight, but very slight. Nothing like the wind we saw at Wrigley Field the last 3 days, in which the wind was blowing out each ball game. Now the 1-2. Just missed off the plate and perhaps a little low there on the close. And Edmonds takes it for ball 2. Aaron Harang trying to pick up his 2nd win of the year. 1-1. Trying to whittle down his ERA, which is about 8.5 at the start of play tonight. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a good off-speed breaking ball. Strikeout number 3 for Harang. Gets Edmonds, and he'll go to work on Roland now with the runner at second. And now 2 down, and Harang trying to do what Carpenter did in the top of this inning, and that is get out of trouble with a runner on base and strand a base runner. St. Louis stranded a runner in the 3rd, and the pitcher Harang hoping they strand Encarnacion here in the 4th. Roland grounded to 3rd. His opposite number, Edwin Encarnacion, his first time. Harang checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, fouled straight back by Roland. Now Javier Valentin looks over to the dugout, and he will trot out to the mound to relay some information to Harang. Reds are home for a 3-game homestand. Very brief stop at Great American Ballpark. We hope to see you out there. The Reds are going to take on the Florida 7:10, Tuesday night 7:10, Wednesdays at 12:35 matinee. We hope you'll be there for one or all of those games, beginning Monday night against Florida at Great American Ballpark. 0-1 on Roland. He's got 2 homers this year. Here's the pitch to him. He takes it over below. 1-1. Roland has hit his 4th straight, but in 7 for his last 15 with a homer. And oh, by the way, runners in scoring position. Missed most of last year with shoulder surgery performed by Red Medical Director Dr. Timothy Sensei. And the weeks went along, he played more and more and said, I'll be ready for opening day. And boy, has he started off well, coming off that shoulder surgery. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Hit softly to the shortstop. Lopez got to get rid of it in a hurry. He does. He gets him at first. And Aaron Harang leaves a runner, and we've played 4, and there's no score. Tired of it. So far, it's a pitcher's duel here at the New Busch Stadium. Scoreless tie as we go to the 5th. Scott Hatteberg lead off against Chris Carpenter in the Reds' 5th inning, and here again is Marty.
Thank you very much, Steve. Time for the U.S. Bank back-to-back cashback home run inning. If Cincinnati hits back-to-back homers here, and the teams have had a chance at scoring, neither has been able to do it. And the pitch to Hatteberg, I should say, is taken down low for a ball. He bounced out his first time up. To be caught by So Taguchi. Or you answer for the
I need a reminder on the question.
That ball. You are?
I think I am, yeah.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. That ball is going to drop for a hit, and it caroms off the leg of Jim Edmonds and kicks over toward right field, picked up by Encarnacion. But Kearns will go into second base with a single and charge an error. That's a tough scoring decision right there, boy.
He was running his full tilt, reaching down to try to make a shoestring catch. Missed it and then kicked it away. But the funny thing about that is this is a guy who's won, 8 Gold Gloves, and yesterday was the first 2-error game of his career, and now he has another one tonight.
Yeah, that's a tough scoring decision right there, and you could hear the crowd react when they saw the official decision on the board. So credit Kearns with a single, charge Edmonds with an error, and that's tough. So the Reds have another opportunity at scoring, and the batter is Valentino, and the 3rd bounced out to second. Trivia question.
No, never.
I see. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a foul. Runner runner at second, one out. We're in the top of the fifth, and this has become the typical, quote-unquote, good old Goodman.
If it's an app, description.
We have to understand that I'm a good old explanation. Here's Womack. Let's see if they give him much to hit at. Third baseman rolling in on the grass with the potential first run of the night. They're going to walk him. I kind of figured with the woeful track record of one Aaron Harang at the plate that they would not give Tony Womack a chance to break up this 0-0 game, and they are, as we speak, intentionally walking him to get to the Reds pitcher.
Meanwhile, the benefit is Friel gets to lead off the next inning, although it's getting later in the game, but at least you wouldn't then have Harang leading off the sixth.
So ball four completed. Tony flips it back side, and Aaron Harang heads on toward the plate. Looking for the DeWitts, and they are seated in the club box. Late arrivals, but they're down there by the Cardinal dugout. Harang waiting on Carpenter. Pitch. And a waves at it, strike one.
Well, this is certainly a big week for him and his ownership group, the group the Bobcats select.
One strike and nothing as Carpenter tries to pitch out of trouble here in the top of the fifth inning. There's a blunt throw to third, and the spin move to maybe track. Baby hasn't worked. That baby hasn't worked since after it was a baby. Here's a pitch. And a swing and a fly ball center field. That ball's going to be base hit. And the run scores, and the Reds take a 1-0 lead. How about Aaron Harang? A little flare into center. Edmonds went all out to catch the ball and came up with it on the half hop. So a single by Harang, and boy, does he cause the strategy to backfire, although you can't question LaRusse's decision to walk Womack. But the run scores, and Tony advances to third.
Yeah, give Tony credit for great base running, charging hard to third. Edmonds was off balance. He was trying to throw that ball as he was almost falling down, and so Womack able to make it into third fairly easily because of that. But even with 2 outs, good to have him 90 feet away.
So now it'll be Ryan Friel, who struck out and doubled. And time called by Friel, and he backs off, and plate umpire Jeff Nelson gave him the timeout.
And Carpenter wasn't very happy with it, was he?
Not a little bit.
He put a lot of anger into that fastball.
He really did. He was not happy at all.
He is a passionate individual, although more under control than the passionate individual we saw Zambrano yesterday.
Correct. Yep. Zambrano wears his emotions on his sleeve.
Carpenter a little more understated, but he wasn't happy there.
So the Reds have broken through to take a 1-0 lead. Friel taking low and away a ball. Counts 1 ball and no strikes. Fans, you feel you'll have fun. Swing, roller toward third, charging is rolling. He gets a throw off to end the inning. But the Reds score. And at the end of 4.5, Cincinnati won, St. Louis nothing. It's the bottom of the fifth, brought to you by Ford. The Reds have it. You want this turned down again? I mean,
no, it's good.
Are you sure?
I'm fine. By the way,
I thought you were going to ask me about Jim Day.
How about Jim Day? Looks good, doesn't it?
Looks excellent.
He's missing a hockey game tonight. He looks really upset about it.
He painted a lot of closets this winter. Here's Taguchi, and it's down the ball.
It's a funny thing. They don't play any outdoor hockey games in North America much, other than in the wintertime. So he's been indoors.
He may double play, and counts 1 ball, 1 strike on Taguchi, who struck out in the second.
I think I figured I'd wait and get him for 4.
I don't think I need one.
No.
Here's a pitch, and a liner backing up to play it on the hop. Lopez throwing, and he got him. Nice play. Felipe had to back up to make sure he had that ball on the proper hop, and then really had to gun his throw across to Hatteberg to take care of Taguchi. So now Molina will step in. He lined to right. His first time up. How's Mom and them?
They're good. They're doing well.
Line drive to the right. Down the line it goes. That's a fair ball. Here comes the runner towards second. Here comes Burns' throw. It's offline. That's a double. And Kern's been able to get that ball a fraction sooner, and giving himself a little extra time to make the throw. They would have had a play on Molina. And now with the tying run at second and one out, here's a former Colorado Rocky, Aaron Miles. Single just out of the reach of Felipe Lopez in the third inning. Cardinals have their third hit of the night. The totals are even between the two teams, but the Reds lead here 1-0. Orang pauses and pitches. Miles takes the strike. Second score, no score at Shea Stadium. Orang with a look back at second, pitches, and he checks his swing.
It doesn't. You can't beat Shea Stadium in the rain, can you?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can take a flogging. And that would beat Shea Stadium in the rain. San Diego leading in Atlanta 4-3. Washington trailing in Florida 3-2. Here's a pitch, and he chops it slowly, third base side. Encarnacion, a nice pickup and a nice play. He made a dancer play to pick up and fire in one motion and get Miles by about a step with Molina advances. So 2 away in the inning. And Orang trying to dodge a bullet. He looks to third. He comes to the plate, and Carpenter takes just high ball one.
Good evening from the 700 WLW News Center. I'm Mike Jones. News Radio 700 WLW.
Right number 50 Ponson. Sunday, Bronson Arroyo and lefty Mark Mulder will look up. Here's a chopper in front of the plate. It's Valentine under control. Up it's going to Hatterberg, and we head to the 6th inning in this St. Louis close encounter. The Reds won, the Cardinals nothing.
Seniors.
Fans, will you be the nothing Reds? And Felipe Lopez, a high heater from Chris Carpenter for ball one.
Good evening from the 700 WLW News Center. WLW.
Allow Felipe Lopez to try and steal a base on Chris Carpenter and Yadier Molina. He is 3 for 3 in this young season as he gets the lead at first base. Carpenter works and Dunn takes high, ball one. Well, let's see. This is Pete Rose's birthday.
Christopher Welsh. You think he'll celebrate?
Pardon me? Here's the 1-1. There goes the runner. And the throw, and it's safe. High throw by Molina to the covering Eckstein, and that was the difference in Lopez being safe or out, and he picks up his 4th steal.
And that was on a fastball, and with the arm that Molina has to steal on him is impressive. Good job, Felipe.
Absolutely. Now Dunn with a second straight time tonight to drive in a run. He had a runner at third with 1 out in the 4th inning and could not get him in, struck out. And now with a ball 1 strike 2 count with Lopez at second base. And again, Eckstein playing between Lopez and the bag, trying to keep him close. Carpenter delivers, and that's another strikeout.
It's like that cutter he throws that's just devastating. Will get in on your hands and under your hands. That's what it did to Dunn.
Here's Encarnacion. So happy birthday to Creepy.
Yes, indeed. How about that? We didn't even get him anything.
Of course, here's a check in the pitch and a swing and a miss. Encarnacion is lined to third. He's grounded the shortstop. So Carpenter's pulling his back, and the way this game is going, if the Reds can get that runner home from second, Lopez, and make it a 2-0 game, it could be a big, big run. You never know how the rest of this game will play out with the way that these two guys are pitching tonight. Swing, and he misses 0-2. Again, this Encarnacion in a heap of trouble and checks his swing on a breaking ball off the plate and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 run, 3 hits for the Reds. No runs, 3 hits, an error for the Cardinals. Each team is stranded 3. An inning in which Lopez walked, stole second, but Dunn strikes out. And so Carpenter trying to weave the same type of magic against the Reds offense in the 6th inning as he did back in the 4th. Pitch. 2-2. Came right back with the same off-the-plate breaking ball, hoping to get Encarnacion to chase, but he didn't do it. Two balls, two strikes. Beautiful night here in downtown St. Louis. Carpenter, a long look down to Molina. Looks back at second, pitches, and misses high and tight in a full count. As nice as the weather is here, and as nice as it was in Chicago, check the long-range forecast for Milwaukee next week.
A little chilly.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the temperature's not supposed to get to 60.
A little more seasonal, but they do have a roof.
They do. They don't have roofs over the golf courses.
No, it'll be cold.
It'll be all right. There's ball 4 and an excellent at-bat for Edwin Encarnacion after being behind 0-2. He tried to get him twice to chase breaking balls away, but he wouldn't have any of it, and Carpenter ends up walking him. So now let's see what Scott Hatteberg can do with runners at first and second.
So what is the minimum temperature for you to go out on the golf course? Does it have to be 50 or not necessarily?
Oh, no.
45?
Yeah, I'd say 45 with no wind.
Because that'll be about what it would be next Thursday and Friday,
okay.
I would guess.
That's okay. Breaking ball misses ball 1. So bases on balls here in the inning, which is very much unlike Chris Carpenter. He walked Lopez, who had a good at-bat. 1 out later after the stolen base and the strikeout of Dunn. Encarnacion coaxes a walk off the Cardinal right-hander, and it's a 1-0 pitch on the way. Hatteberg fouls. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Carpenter slowing his pace down a bit. Hatteberg tonight has bounced to second and lined out to left. He has been struggling lately at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Backhanded by Pujols. Throws to second, 1. Relay to first, not in time. That, folks, would have been one of the all-time great double plays had they been able to turn it. And I want to tell you, they came within a half a step of doing it. Pujols made a diving stop on a ball off to his right, made a great throw to Eckstein, and the return throw was just a fraction late in getting Hatteberg at first. So the Reds stay alive with runners at first and third for Austin Kearns.
Well, I've read accounts where scouts have predicted that this could be the year Pujols wins his first Gold Glove at first. This is a guy who's been a left fielder and a third baseman, and he's worked very hard to become an excellent first baseman. He's known for his bat, but his glove is excellent.
You're not kidding. Here's Kearns, who got that scoring 5th inning underway with a base hit and has scored the game's only run. Now tries to drive somebody in, and that somebody is Felipe Lopez standing down at third base. From the stretch, Carpenter in with a pitch, down a ball. Again this season, Western and Southern Financial Group won. Runners lead at first and third. Carpenter dealing, swinging, and a foul ball. And the count's a ball, a strike. Cardinal right-hander walking down behind the mound as Mark Berry runs through the signs in the third base coaching box. A lot of room down the left field line. Taguchi shading the right-handed batting Kearns toward the power alley in left center. Check swing, and the Reds are doing a pretty good job now of laying off that breaking ball out of the strike zone.
And he was throwing it for strikes more earlier in the game, and it's been a little off the plate, and you're right, they've been patient.
So Kearns has the count in his favor. 2 balls in the strike as he takes a cursory glance down to Mark Berry. Lopez hands on hips leading at third. Hatteberg at first the same. Right-hander sights the sign, and he's in with a pitch. Swing, fly ball, right field will end the inning. Encarnacion has it. The Reds threaten, but that is all. And in the middle of the 6th inning, it remains 1-0 Reds.
He's beat.
Well, the Reds are hoping the beat rolls on. Aaron Harang as he faces the top of the Cardinal batting order. David Eckstein with a pop-up and a ground out. And the second baseman, Womack, has been involved in both of them. And he's the man stepping in to kick off round 6 for LaRussa's Cardinals. The pitch is in for a call strike. St. Louis left a runner in scoring position in the 3rd, again in the 4th, and again in the 5th. So they've had opportunities numbering 3 to dent the plate, but up to this point, it has not happened. In at third base a bit is Encarnacion. Eckstein checks on a pitch down. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Juan Encarnacion on deck, followed by Albert Pujols. And is fouled and out of play. So Harang gets ahead in the count. Aaron has struck out 3, has not walked a batter. Ahead of Eckstein, the former Angel, at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The diminutive shortstop waving the bat out over the plate. Now waits on the pitch, swinging, bouncing ball up the middle. There's Womack with a pick and the throw, and he made a nice play on that ball. Eckstein can get down the line. Womack cut in front of the bag at second on the infield grass and then threw quickly across his body to take care of Eckstein. And now to the Encarnacion.
Well, as is often the case, Womack's defense was not good in Sarasota, but since the bell rang, he has been very good. He played very well in front of these St. Louis fans in 04, and he's made a couple of nice plays tonight.
Encarnacion, a base hit to right in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. Call strike, 15, and it's on the right side. Womack to the outfield grass, and he's got it for out number 2. So, Albert Pujols. He batted with nobody on and 2 out in the 1st. Grounded to Womack. He batted with a runner aboard after a leadoff single by Encarnacion in the 4th and bounced the 2nd. And now here he is with the bases empty and 2 men out in the Cardinals' 6th inning. And the first home run hit in this new ballpark. Here's the pitch to him, and it's in there for a call strike. Outfield deep and pretty much straight away. Have to play him honestly, because he can move the ball all over the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harang sets for the break-even pitch. Here it comes. Pujols swings and sends it to deep right field, but well foul. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. It's been a night of leisure for both bullpens up to this point. Nobody has even so much as gotten up to begin throwing. Just low 2-2. Jerry Narron, arms crossed, pacing up and down in the third base dugout. Harang with a look in for the sign and the 2-2 pitch. And Pujols swings and chops it up the middle. Fielded by Lopez, throwing to first. And the out is completed and the inning is over. Harang walks to the dugout, having shut out the Cardinals for 6 innings. It's the Reds 1, St. Louis 0.
Tonight against Chris Carpenter, who has been excellent but not quite as good to this point as Aaron Harang. Reds have a run, 3 hits, no errors. St. Louis no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Straight away for Javi in the outfield. Infield around to the right. Ball 1 outside to Javier Valentin. The last couple of innings you've seen ball 1 a little more often on the first pitch from Carpenter. The reigning National League Cy Young Award winner, the 2005 winner. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball down and in. Javi took a big rip and came up empty. Valentin, Womack, and Harang do up third, and expect to see him batting as the Reds lead 1-0. Harang has been excellent tonight so far. 1-1 delivery. Misses a little bit high with that off speed. I've never had a pitcher who did not like to pitch when it's hot, and it was 86 and not super humid, but a little humid at game time. It's a very warm night, and pitchers generally almost unanimously love to pitch when it's warm. Swing and a fly ball center. Edmonds is going back. Jim Edmonds to the warning track. Jim Edmonds leaping, and it's off the wall, and it's extra bases for Javier Valentin. High off the wall, and Valentin has himself a double to lead off this inning. Edmonds went up to try to make that catch and couldn't quite get it. So Valentin has a double. Edmonds went up against the Bud Light sign and almost caught it. Got a glove on it, but couldn't hang on to it in the webbing of his glove. It came within about 1.5 feet of getting out of here. They have a little shrubbery out there just beyond the outfield wall, and almost landed in that little garden. Here is Womack. He'll swing and slap it foul first base side. Left-handed hitting Womack. Intentionally walked his last time up. He's also grounded to second base. So the Reds have the leadoff man at second, which they also had back in the 4th inning when Friel doubled. They never did get him home. Reds trying to do better at that this time. Harang is the on-deck hitter. Womack's going to bunt right of the mound. Gloving it is Carpenter. He's going to throw out Womack. The sacrifice goes 1-3 as Womack goes, or rather Valentin goes to third base, and Harang will bat with a chance for another RBI. He now has 4 RBIs in his career, one of them tonight. And see how far they bring the infield in with a pitcher batting. They bring first and third into the edge of the grass. They bring the middle infielders in about halfway as Harang stands in there. And they say when they bring the infield in, they raise your batting average 100 points. Of course, in Harang's case, that means it makes him about a 200 hitter. See if he can get something done, though, as they bring the infield in. Pitch to him. He'll take it. A little bit low. 1-0 the count. Carpenter's next pitch will be number 100 on the evening. Still nobody loosening in the St. Louis pen. Valentin at third. 1 out. Harang can somehow just get it beyond those infielders. The Reds can double their lead, which is 1-0 here in the 7th. Comes up on that back. Here comes the pitch. That's what he makes. Ball and strike. Swing, and he slaps it out in front of the plate. It'll be barehanded by Molina. He'll fire to first for the out. 2 down, runner at third. The batter will be Friel, trying to get that run home. Friel 1 out of 3 in this game. A double, a ground out to third, and a strikeout swinging. Ryan came in his career 4 for 11 against Carpenter, so now 5 out of 14. The best batting average career-wise against Carpenter. We'll see if it means anything here in the 7th as he bats with the runner at third, 2 down. First and third about even with the bag. Middle infielders back with 2 down. Outfield straight away. Pitch is low and away. Ball 1. Good eye by Friel. Taking the slider from Chris Carpenter. Javier Valentin leads from third. Here's the 1-0. That one's inside. Last time Carpenter pitched, it was at Wrigley Field last weekend. It was about 40 degrees. Tonight it was 86 at game's beginning. 2-0 the pitch. That's right down the middle for a called strike. Carpenter a long look into his catcher Molina. Valentin takes his lead off third. Here's the stretch of the 2-1. Swing and a chopper toward the shortstop. Eckstein loves the big hop, throws to first to get Speedy Friel, and he's unable to drive in the run. So a leadoff double goes to waste. We go to the home seventh at the New Busch Stadium, and the Reds' lead is still 1-0.
On 700 WLW.
Jim Edmonds to lead off the St. Louis seventh inning. He's been a strikeout victim twice against Aaron Harang tonight. 0 for 2. He's 2 for his last 13 since the Cardinals came off their season opening road trip to Philadelphia and Chicago. Edmonds, Rolen, and Taguchi against the Reds righty Harang, who's allowed just 3 hits tonight. A single to Aaron Miles, a single to Juan Encarnacion, and a double to Yadier Molina. The Reds have played good defense behind him, too. They'll shade Edmonds around to the right as a pull hitter. Left-handed batter stands in. Harang goes back to work here in the seventh, and the first one catches the outside corner. Good curveball from Harang. And he gets ahead as he's been doing much of the night, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that's foul out of play off to the left. And let's pause for identification on the Cincinnati Reds. Radio Network.
WLW Cincinnati.
With Marty Brennaman, Steve Stewart, New Busch Stadium, downtown St. Louis, a 1-0 Reds lead here in the seventh. Harang has struck out 3 tonight, given up 3 hits. And there's a pop-up foul out of play off to the left. Consistent with how it's been for the most part for the starters this year, Harang has not walked the batter tonight. This is the Reds' 10th ball game. Reds starters this season have walked a grand total of 9 batters. 0-2 on Edmonds. Scott Rolen waiting on deck. Here's the wind in the 0-2 from Aaron. That's down and in as Edmonds checks his swing. Did he go? No, they appeal. Javier Valentin looks down at that third base umpire, Darrell Cousins. Puts a hand at either side, stretches out his arm, says nope, did not go around. Edmonds digs in with a count 1-2. Harang delivers. Just missed a little bit outside and perhaps a little low with that. That was close. But Edmonds takes it, and it evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still no activity in either bullpen. A pitcher's duel. Harang and Carpenter. 2-2 swing, ground ball to shortstop. Lopez has trouble finding the handle initially, but able to get it and make the throw for the out. That's 6 in a row retired by Harang since he gave up a double to Molina in the 5th inning. At various times tonight, he's retired 7 in a row. And in this point in the ball game, he's retired 6 in a row. And here is Rolen, who has been red hot, but tonight has twice grounded to Edwin Encarnacion at third. So Taguchi on deck. Here's the pitch to Rolen, and he'll take it low. Might have gotten the foot of the umpire, the home plate umpire back there, Jeff Nelson. Throw that ball away and send a new one out to Aaron Harang. Reds have stranded 6 base runners tonight. St. Louis only 3. Reds lead 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider from Harang. 95 pitches now for Aaron. 65 strikes, 30 balls. A very good ratio for this right-hander from San Diego. Out of San Diego State, Aaron Harang. 1-1 delivery. Swing and a foul off the catcher on a breaking ball. Cubs are leading at Pittsburgh 8-6 in the 7th tonight. Milwaukee trailing at New York against the Mets 3-0 in the 5th. Here it's 1-0 Cincinnati leading in the 7th. And it's a 1-2 count on Rolen as Harang's ahead of another hitter. Pitch. That's way up high with a fastball. That pitch clocked at 91 miles per hour. Day baseball, Dave Wilson against Florida. Breaking ball is hit deep to left field. But Dunn will be able to make that play as it stays in the yard. Dunn makes the catch as Rowland got under it. So Rowland gets under it. It's a fly out and make it 7 in a row retired by Harang. Outfielders haven't had a whole lot of work tonight. A lot of ground ball outs. In fact, that's the first put out Dunn has had tonight. Creel hasn't had any tonight. Kearns has caught 1 ball tonight in right field. A lot of ground outs, a few strikeouts, and pop-ups sprinkled in there as well. So Harang's been excellent so far. Now he faces Taguchi, their left fielder, right-handed batter. Nobody on, 2 down. He'll swing and he'll hit one through the hole on the left side of the infield into left field, a base hit. The 4th St. Louis hit and the first of the night for Taguchi. So he hit it on the ground, but he hit it where there was no one playing through that hole. Dunn playing it back in. He hit it between Lopez and Encarnacion, and it'll give Yadier Molina an opportunity. The St. Louis catcher has a double and a line out to right tonight. Hits are even at 4 apiece. The Reds lead 1-0. Straight away for Molina. Infield back with 2 down. Harang to the belt. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Pitches a strike. Throw down there is not in time. It's a steal. Molina, feet first, or Taguchi rather, sliding feet first for his first steal of the year. Pitch was a strike to Yadier Molina, but now a runner in scoring positions. Valentin not able to throw him out at second base. So Taguchi will lead from second now, and it's 0-1 on Molina. Driven in 4 runs on the season. They play him around to the right in the outfield, play him as an opposite field hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. See how big that steal is as Harang works on Molina with Aaron Miles on deck for St. Louis. 1-0 Cincinnati lead in the 7th. Harang to the belt, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tap foul into the catcher's mitt and out of the catcher's mitt. It's 0-2. And Harang is ahead of Molina, whose average has climbed up to 194 as he's gotten off to a slow start this year. He broke an 0 for 13 with a double in the 5th. Taguchi leads from second. Harang a long look into Valentin. Here's the pitch. Inside. Molina hit .252 a year ago. Checking the runner by Harang with 2 outs. Checks him again. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Little bit low. Just missed a little bit low with that fastball. And the count is even. Harang's next pitch will be 105, but both pitchers are doing well. And nothing doing in the Reds bullpen. The Cardinals have a lefty beginning to loosen. And that's Randy Flores, St. Louis left-hander, in their bullpen out beyond the wall in right center field. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Valentin hangs on, and Harang has struck out 4, and he's pitched 7 scoreless innings. We go to the 8th in St. Louis. The Cincinnati lead remains 1-0. Randy Flores walking up to St. Louis bench. Chris Parker back to work the 8th. Felipe Lopez to lead off for the Reds, trying to add to a 1-0 lead. About to tell you about it, the Hall of Famer, Marty Brennan.
Thank you very much, Steve. Lopez walked in the 6th inning. He's 0 for 2 officially. So 2, 3, and 4. Lopez, Johnson, Encarnacion. Ball strike. Captain Murray and strike on the outside. Dunn takes it low 2 and 2. Text message and takes strike 3. It has not been the best of nights for Adam Dunn, who has left runners in scoring position twice en route to an 0 for 4 night and his 3rd straight strikeout. Here's Encarnacion, 0 for 2 with a walk. This would seem to be the final inning of work for Carpenter. He's due to lead off the bottom of the 8th. swing and a foul ball into the middle of the catcher. Rang, swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that's the inning. And at the end of 7 1/2, the Reds lead the Cardinals 1-0.
100 WLW.
Reds and the Cardinals roll on into the bottom of the 8th inning, where it'll be Aaron Miles to lead it off. And already John Rodriguez has emerged from the Cardinal dugout, ostensibly to pinch hit for Chris Carpenter. Harang is back on the mound. And to the left-handed batting Miles, the first pitch of the 8th inning is a breaking ball that hangs high for ball 1. Todd Coffey has now joined lefty Kent Merker in the Reds bullpen. And the 1-0 on the way, and that one's high. The count's 2-0.
Well, they got so many right-handed hitters at the top of their order. Miles is a switch. Rodriguez, who's on deck, is left-handed. But then you got Eckstein, Encarnacion, Pujols, all right-handed hitters due up after that.
Harang needs a strike. And cannot get it. Now he's got a problem. You're leading 1-0. You've got the number 8 batter in the order leading the inning off, and he's not thrown him a strike. The big right-hander with a wind-up in the pitch. And that's over. Strike 1 call. Harang has not walked a batter tonight. He has punched out 4. Has given the Cardinals 4 hits. Has been nothing short of brilliant. And his 3-1 is a swing and a foul back to run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch right here, the 3-2, and he fouls. 40,901 turnout for tonight's Titanic struggle. 40,901, and that is a sellout. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and holding. And he walked it. Did not come close on a pitch down and in. His first base-on balls of the night. And now Rodriguez is going to be taken down. And the Cardinals are going to get a newcomer up here to come to that.
Scott Schumacher.
Scott Schumacher will come off the bench, and obviously they're going to have him up there with the idea of trying to get a bunt down, I would think.
Quick bit of history on Harang. Remember from 2004, a 1-0 victory. His first career complete game at Great American Ballpark against the Cardinals. 52nd career start.
And that's academic because Jerry Marin is out of the dugout and is going to make a pitching change. Harang walks the leadoff batter, and he hands the ball off to the skipper of the Reds, and Cincinnati will bring someone in from that bullpen. It'll be Kent Merker, and we'll be back in a moment. They had John Rodriguez in the on-deck circle, but then when Miles finally got the walk, they take him down and send Schumacher up. In shallow at third base is Encarnacion. Miles takes the lead, and the stretch in the pitch, and here's a bunt attempt, and he didn't get it. He's down a strike. 1 run, 4 hits Cincinnati. No runs, 4 hits the Cardinals. Cincinnati has had ample opportunity in this game to score more than a run. The Cardinals have had a number of opportunities. Harang singled in the game's only run back in the 5th inning. And here's a bunt, and a good one. First base side. Here's Bob Houston. In the Cincinnati bullpen. Lopez back at short. Womack up a couple of steps at second. Encarnacion even with a bag at third, as is Hatteberg at first, and the pitch is high, ball 1.
Well, shows you Jerry's confidence in Merker with now 3 straight righties due up, or perhaps lack of confidence in some other guys.
1 ball and no strikes, and the pitch is way high. 2 pitchers are warming in the Cardinal bullpen. One of them is Jason Isringhausen. Randy Flores, the left-hander, and of course And he again is high. Merker and nothing but fastballs, and every one of them up. He's behind now, 3 balls and no strikes. He got Incarnacion. Strike 2 on the inside of the letter.
A little bit of a high strike. Crowd didn't like it. About maybe felt high, maybe a tad higher, but all that matters is Virginia Jeff Nelson. He says 3-2 now.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Right out over the plate, waiting on a payoff pitch. Here it comes. He takes ball 4. So now they're at first and second, and here comes Jerry Narron again. He's going to bring on Coffey. So Merker gets it out on the sacrifice bunt. Probably walks next time. So the Cardinals now not only have the tying run on, they have the lead run on. Crowd has not had a whole lot to get excited about tonight. They're getting revved up now as Encarnacion settles in to hit off Coffey. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Actually a foul ball that skips between the legs of catcher Valentine and umpire Jeff Nelson. The Reds have not turned a double play as yet in this series opener, and boy, what a time would be for one right now. Miles leading at second. Eckstein at first. The 1-strike pitch to Encarnacion. Swing and a miss. On a pitch out away from him with Albert Pujols waiting on deck. The count is 0-2.
Started him off with a fastball, took something off of that one, and had him out in front.
Outfield spread out, the infield deep. Coffey. Slight bend at the waist to look down for the sign. The big right-hander straightens up on the mound, comes with a strike 2 pitch. Encarnacion strikes out swinging. He punches him out on 3 pitches, and the Cardinal fans are not very hospitable toward Juan Encarnacion.
Good slider down and away, fooled him.
Now you got your work cut out.
Yes, you do.
About as feared a hitter as there is in baseball. 2 men on, 2 men out. Pujols set up in the batter's box. He's deep in it. Coffey delivers, and the pitch is in there for a call strike. In the middle of the arena in this 8th inning for Cincinnati, Aaron Harang can only win it. He cannot lose it. He walked the leadoff batter Miles, relieved by Merker, who got a sacrifice bunt out, and then walked the batter Eckstein. Coffey comes on to strike out Encarnacion, and he gets set for the 1-1 pitch to Albert Pujols. He looks him over, he deals, and the pitch is swung on, grounded up the middle, and a diving stop by Tony Womack. He kept it on the infield. They don't get it out, but they deny the Cardinals a run. Fine play by the second baseman, diving deep behind the second base pad to smother Pujols' ground ball. An infield base hit, and they are loaded for Jim Edmonds. Edmonds has struck out twice. He's grounded the shortstop. Valentine to the mound. Quick word with Todd Coffey. And now slowly making his way back to the plate.
Well, you don't have another reliable lefty to go get because we know Chris Hammond has struggled.
That's
so
right.
It's Todd Coffey, do or die here, and then, of course, you got another righty on deck and rolling.
The Reds would certainly appear not to have a great deal of confidence right now in Chris Hammond. They've already used their number 1 left-hander out of the bullpen, and Kent Merker, and they're going to stay with Todd Coffey to face Edmonds. Todd looks in for the sign, didn't like what he was looking at. Steps back off, and they'll do it all over again. Miles at third, Eckstein at second. Pujols on the strength of the infield hit at first. The right-hander working, and the pitch is low, ball 1. one strike.
Good changeup by Todd Coffey.
Edmonds struck out swinging in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth, grounded to short in the seventh. All those at-bats, of course, against starter Aaron Harang. It's a 1-1 count. The left-handed batting Edmonds, and the pitch, and it's taken outside, ball two. Edmonds staying right in that batter's box. He doesn't go anywhere. Levels the bat a couple of times. Now the pitch, and ball three. So Coffey all of a sudden having trouble throwing strikes when you absolutely have to. And Edmonds loves this situation as a 3-1 pitch comes Claywood, and it's strike two.
That bat was not going to leave that shoulder, was it?
Nope.
He wasn't even, I mean, he was almost laying back.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runners will be moving. The Reds lead 1-0. Coffey's back against the wall. Studies the drive by Valentine. The big right-hander straightens up. Here's the payoff. And he's striking out swinging. What a performance by Todd Coffey as he punches out Edmonds. And the Cardinals Reds 9-3 8-6. That's to the ninth. It's the Reds 1, the Cardinals nothing. Tonight we'll have Roland, Suzuki, and Molina do up. Scott Schumacher remains in the game in center field. He's batting ninth, and the pitcher hitting in the number 4 position, formerly occupied by Jim. Here's 1 ball and 1 strike. 8 former Rebels. 8 former Rebels. Former Rebels. And the Cardinals have left 7, and there's ball 3.
For what it's worth, Weathers' 1 bat outing was a week ago tonight. That was when he was pitching a 3rd straight day. He did have yesterday off, pitched well 2 days ago in a scoreless inning.
Hatterberg trying to get on base. Check swing, strike 2 on the inside, and a full count.
But he will get Mr. Rowland first in the ninth. Assuming he comes in.
3-2 as Flores goes the distance against Hatterberg, and he pops him in the air. It'll be played by Eckstein in short left. Here's Kearns, who singled and scored back in the 5th inning. We check scores of other games. National League in the 7th inning, Washington trailing down in Florida 4-3. In the 4th inning in Colorado, the Phillies hammering the Rockies 9-3. There's a call strike. Top of the 3rd, Houston trailing in Arizona 1-0. That pitch is in the dirt. They're in the 8th inning in Pittsburgh, where the Pirates are behind the Cubs 8-6. Milwaukee losing in the 6th inning at Shea to the Mets 4-1. San Diego, Atlanta 4-4. That game is in the bottom of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. Got a final in the American League. Baltimore rallies to defeat the Angels with a run in the bottom of the ninth, 6-5. Boston has knocked off Seattle 2-1. Here's a line drive, fair down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Here's a runner heading toward second, Kearns, and he will be in standing up with a double, his 5th of the season.
Hey, he's quietly off to a nice start, isn't he?
He really is, no question at all about it. Had that huge 3-run home run yesterday in the Eighth inning off Bobby Howery in Chicago that pretty much iced that game.
Back up over 300. This is the 10th game. A 2-hit night tonight. Single double, a run scored.
Another final in the American League. Detroit knocks off Cleveland 5-1. And mentioned that Boston went over Seattle. How about what did John Capel find? This did save the season, right? Kurt Gillen holds it. Cardinals quickly get a right-hander up in their bullpen. There's a young man they're very concerned about right now. Brayton Looper warming in the Cardinal bullpen. Valentine waves at the pitch, and the count is all square at 1-1. Turn to the 2-5. And a smash short. Which way? I get that time. Throw down to Scott Roll. Tag down on Hannibal. I don't know how good a base running decision that was by Scott Hannibal. They apparently gambled that the ball was going to get through to the outfield, and the gamble fails to pay off. Eckstein ranging into the hole to make a nice backhand stab and then throw on to Roland. And he was right there waiting on the Hannibal slide. So now with 2 play at the end and a runner at third, 21 actually called back. And Rich Aurelio will come to the plate. Let's see if Tony La Russa counters that by bringing on the right-hander Looper. So Rich will come off the bench to pinch hit. Molina at the mound talking with Flores. Checking down on the Cardinal dugout. No movement as yet made by Tony. Standing there, arms crossed. Just to the left of the stairs leading up to the playing field, and apparently will hang, well, I think he's going to intentionally walk in. Oh, maybe not. No, why would he do that? I'm having a brain cramp thinking the runner's at third. He gestured out toward the mound. And now the pitch on the way, and it's taken for a strike.
If, in hindsight, it's 20/20, but if Kearns doesn't go, and even if Eckstein were to have thrown out Valentine, you'd have a runner at second and a guy who's excellent with runners in scoring position up there in a really right. Now instead, you got a runner at first and 2 outs.
Flores ahead of strike. 2 outs, runner at first. And a swing and a fly ball into right center field. That ball is going to be caught. Did he catch it? He sure did. Fine catch by Juan Encarnacion. The boos from the previous inning turned to cheers as he made a do-or-die decision and came up with a play that very well could have saved a run. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's the Reds 1, the Cardinals nothing.
The season.
To win tickets to the next Fat Signs Business Day Special. David Weathers onto the mound to try and get 3 outs, making his 5th appearance. No record of a .245 earned run average. Has 2 saves to his credit. Scott Rowland to lead it off, then Taguchi, then Molina. At least they are the batters due up for the Cardinals here in the home 9th inning. Jason Isringhausen throwing in the Cardinal pen. In the event they tie it and send it to extra innings, and what a catch by Encarnacion. All out and made quite a play. That ball gets by him. It's not totally out of the realm of possibility that the run scores. Here's a pitch to Rowland, and it cuts the heart of the plate for a call strike. Scott, who collided with Heat-Sop Choi back on May 10th last year, suffered a shoulder injury, and then his season came to July 27th. Right-hander kicks and deals, and a ball. Not missing by much. 1-1 to count. Harang, Merker, Coffey, and Weathers for Cincinnati. The Cardinals have countered with Carpenter and Flores. Outfield straight away. The infield deep. The pitch is taken high, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck, Yadier Molina. Spezio bounces it foul behind the plate, and the count is even at 2-2. 2:15 tomorrow, Cincinnati time. Dave Williams, a lefty. Sidney Ponson, a righty. The pitching Principals in the middle game of this 3-game weekend. Count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spezio at the plate. The pitch to him and just missing. Wow. So 3-2 after striking out Roland on pitches. Weathers has gone as far as he can go with the pinch hitter Spezio. Reds in front 1-0 in the bottom of the ninth. The payoff pitch. Here it comes, and he won. Reds pitching has issued 3 walks, and all of them have come in the last 1 in the 3rd inning. Luna coming off the Cardinal bench to run for Scott Spezio, while Yadier Molina setting up the field third base coach before Seth gets it back. Molina's line to right. He is doubled. He is struck out. So Luna taking the lead. Weathers steps off. Now steps back on again. The runner goes. The pitch is swung on and dribble foul along the third base line. Boy, the Cardinals wasted no time at all starting Luna, but he'll have to come back as Molina fouls it off. So the Cardinals put a play on, hoping that Molina could find a hole somewhere that possibly would enable Luna to go first to third, but he just was able to bounce it foul off third. One strike and nothing. Weathers to the first base side of the mound with a baseball, looking around. Now climbs back on top of the center. Valentine in the crouch behind the plate, looks to the Reds dugout. Now drops the sign down. Weathers with a motion on the mound. The check of Luna the pitch, and a swing and a ground ball shortstop on the second one. Turn it over to third. This one belongs to the Reds. Cincinnati turns a game-ending 6-4-3 double play, and their first meeting of the year with the vaunted Cardinals. The Reds play them here at Busch Stadium before a sellout crowd, 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Time in with a 1-0 win over Chris Carpenter and the Cardinals. The Reds are now 7-3 out of the gate, and they've got 2 more games, both day affairs here to end this road trip. In the American League, we start in Baltimore, where the Orioles rally and defeat the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 6-5. Burdick the winner, 1-0. Shields the loser, 1-1. A ton of home runs in that game. Newhand number 2, Hernandez number 1. Gibbons hits his 3rd for the Orioles, and Nick Markakis hits his 2nd of the year. Aaron Anderson number 2, Adam Kennedy number 1, Juan Rivera number 2, and Mathis number 1 in a losing effort for the Angels. Boston with a 2-1 win over Seattle. Kurt Schilling goes 8 innings, gives up 3 hits. He gains the win, his 3rd without defeat. They turn it over to the rookie John Papelbon, who comes on to notch the save, his 5th of the year in the 9th inning. Jamie Moyer started and lost a tough one for Seattle. His record goes to 0-2. The Red Sox now are 7-3. Meanwhile, at Comerica Park in Detroit, Brandon Inge hit a couple of home runs, his 3rd and 4th of the year. Curtis Granderson hit his 3rd to lead the Tigers and Rogers to a 5-1 win. Rogers worked 8 strong innings, giving up only 1 run. His 2nd win against 1 loss. Jake Westbrook was a losing pitcher for the Indians. Both teams are now 6-4 on the season. Texas and Oakland are in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and it's a 2-0 game. Texas. It's Toronto at Minnesota at the White Sox, and that game is in the bottom of the 6th inning with Toronto in front 7-5. Shea Hillenbrand has hit his first home run for Toronto. Paul Konerko has hit number 2 for the White Sox. The Yankees trailing in Minneapolis 2-1. That game is in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Kansas City Royals and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 7-2. Tampa Bay That game is in the top of the ninth inning. Tampa Bay trailed 2-0, scored 3 in the 7th, and added 4 runs in the 8th inning. We'll be back to take a look at the National League. Inning at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Chicago in front 8-6. Home runs in that game, all from the Pirates. Greg Wilson, number 5, Jason Bay, number 2, and Nate McLouth has hit his first of the season. The Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets are in the 7th inning, a game delayed at the beginning because of rain, and the Mets have a 4-1 lead. Two clubs who have gotten out of the gate very well. The Mets 7-1. The Brewers are 6-3. Xavier Nady has had the game's only home run. He for the New York Mets, 2-1 Mets, or 4-2 Mets, I should say, in the 7th inning. They are in the top of the 9th in Atlanta, where the Braves are trying to win their 5th game against 6 losses and leading 5-4 over the San Diego Padres. Couple of Brave home runs. Shortstop Edgar Renteria, number 2, Jeff Francoeur, has hit his 3rd. Washington, losers of 8 of their first 10. At Florida, losers of 6 of their first 8. And it's 4-3 Marlins in the bottom of the 7th inning. While in the middle of the 5th inning in Colorado, the Rockies trail the Philadelphia Phillies 9-3. Matt Burrell is homered for the Phils, number 4. Adam Rowan is homered. Aaron Rowan, number 2. And Chase Utley has hit a pair of home runs, his 3rd and 4th. The Astros trailing at Chase Field in Arizona 1-0 in the top of the 4th inning, and they are just underway in Los Angeles. Actually, that game has not even started yet. The start of the game being delayed due to rain. It's delayed in Los Angeles because of rain. No rain here in St. Louis tonight. The Reds win it 1-0 on the Madison Avenue Madison Center. Of course, the baseball season, you're not going to have too many 1-0 ball games, but here the Reds and the Cardinals play one in their 10th game of this 2006 season. And if you're a Reds fan, you're going to listen to this and turn the radio off happy. The Reds win it 1-0. That run coming in the 5th inning when Austin Kearns had won out, had a base hit in the short right center field. Jim Edmonds tried the shoestring catch, had the ball ricochet off of his leg and carry over into right field, and Kearns ended up at second base on the hit in the air. Valentine thrown out on a topper in front of the plate, and then after an intentional walk to Tony Womack, Aaron Harang crossed up the strategy by the 4th inning, and they had other scoring opportunities, stranding 2-1 in the 6th, and having a runner is wasting a leadoff double by Valentine in the 7th inning. But the story was pretty much the same for the Cardinals. They left the runner in scoring position in the 3rd, did it again in the 4th inning, did it again in the 5th. One more time in the 7th inning, again in the 8th, and of course in the 9th inning with Weathers on the mound, the last is 1 out, and then the game changed in the 1st. To our flat. Run 5 hits with 7 left for the Reds. No runs, 5 hits, an error with 7 stranded for the Cardinals. Harang wins it. He's 2-1 with a 3rd save for Dave Weathers. And the loss goes to Chris Carpenter, who's now 1 up and 1 down. We are just starting here in St. Louis. Afternoon game tomorrow, 2:15 Cincinnati time, featuring lefty Dave Williams, righty Sidney Ponson. Pitchers at games beginning in the middle game of 3 between the Reds and the Cardinals. We'll have it for you beginning with the pregame shows 1/2 hour earlier right here on the Reds Radio Network. Again, the final tonight, the game took 2 hours and 43 minutes to play, 40,901 turnout to watch the Reds edge the Cardinals 1-0. Until tomorrow, for our on-site engineer producer Don Jackson, for our main man back at the Reds Radio Network controls Matt Steinman, this is Marty Brenneman saying so long, everybody.